Okay, so here is Lockdown, a badass character in my opinion. As you can see, he's a muscle car, a very futuristic, spiky looking muscle car. I say futuristic because you really wouldn't see a muscle car that looked like this. I mean, he almost looks like something from Mad Max, if any of you know what that is. So, yeah, he is kind of futuristic looking in a way. I'm gonna do the size comparison because I don't want to forget it like I always do. You can tell he might be a little bit longer. Let's see. Yeah, he's a little bit longer. He's a bigger vehicle mode, really. There's really not much to say about him in vehicle mode. It's just all kinds of awesome. Um, he rolls really nicely. As you can see, his nice engine weapon right there, which is the EMP that he stole from Ratchet. If you can see the cockpit, well, not, why am I saying cockpit? The driver's seat area, I guess you'd say, for lack of a better word at this current moment. You can kind of see through it. It's kind of Cybertronian. It's got these Cybertronian windows with all this wiring going through it, and it's got just, you can barely see Lockdown's face. That's his chin right there. So it looks like it could be like a steering wheel, I guess, maybe. This kind of hints at something being there that operates the vehicle, I guess. The front looks pretty awesome. It's just that evil looking front grille with the eyes. Just looks like the car's alive, like it did in the show. There's the back. Pretty much the most details on the hood and in the front. So that is the vehicle mode. The vehicle mode gets, it rolls really good and everything, and it looks nice. It gets about a 9. I can't really complain. Its paint doesn't rub off unlike Soundwave. It's pretty damn good. So yeah, it gets a 9. I'm gonna transform him now. Okay, I'm back with Lockdown transformed. You probably already know that he's one of the tallest, if not the tallest, besides I think leader class Megatron. I think he's probably the second tallest Transformer overall. Yeah, he's huge. Just a quick size comparison. He is huge. Starscream comes up to about here on Megatron. So I think he might be just a little bit taller than Starscream. But for a deluxe figure, he's pretty huge. I don't know if you heard me, I had to turn away from the camera, but for a deluxe figure, he's pretty huge. So you get your money's worth with this guy, put it that way. You can see his hands are the wacky, gorilla looking folded in look. That's what the figure looks like when you take him out of the package and you transform him. His hands look like that because the plastic is molded to where it stops him from moving his hands any farther, and it's so thick that it's actually a problem to try to fix. But ta-da, I fixed it. Just like a lot of other people have probably fixed theirs, I fixed mine with a hobby knife and a hand operated Dremel tool, which was a pain in the ass, let me tell you. Took a couple hours to do all this too, by the way, because I'm a perfectionist and I did not want to screw my figure up. But I don't know if you can see that, actually. You see that right there? I cut that piece out. It's really thick too, so it takes a while. But it's what allows the hands to go all the way like that to where they look normal. You can try to do that. I wouldn't recommend trying to do that unless you know what you're doing, because you really don't want to hurt yourself, for one thing, and you definitely don't want to screw your figure up. And I actually kind of damaged the inside of the right arm on mine. You probably see all that white on the camera. That's actually the plastic kind of scratched a little bit, but it's no big deal for me. I don't really plan on getting rid of this guy. He's pretty cool. But yeah, that's really the only problem with this figure overall. And it is a huge problem, you know, like Soundwave. Soundwave's was a little bit more severe because the paint was rubbing off the figure, but that's still a big problem because the hand looks weird when it's like, you know, when it's like that. It looks so retardedly weird that you have to almost fix it. So the car mode's a 9, the robot mode's about a, I'm gonna say it's about an 8. So overall, I'd give him about an 8, 8.5. But here's his upgrade hand, I guess you'd call it, with his weapon he stole from, you know, Ratchet. Gonna activate the little gimmick now. There you go. So he's pretty cool overall, you know. Even despite the hand issue, I would still recommend him. If you want to try to fix... Ooh. Okay, like I was saying before this thing popped off and I had to sit here and get it on there. If you want to try and fix the hands, you can. It's really not all that hard. It may seem hard at first, but it's really not all that hard. And you may be thinking, oh, I'm destroying my figure, you know, I'm ruining it, I'll never be able to fix it. You know, just keep in there, keep drilling the hole, you know, keep drilling away that plastic, you know, just keep cutting away at it, trying to get it all squared out and everything, where it will fit right and where it'll go through all the way without spreading the plastic apart like that. Just keep at it, basically, and you'll get it. You know, I think it took me like 2 hours altogether to do that, for both hands altogether. So I'd recommend him. You really do get your money's worth. I mean, he's tall in robot mode. He's big in vehicle mode. What more could you ask for? And Lance Henriksen portrays this character's voice just astoundingly. Get him. Get Lockdown. He is a badass, you know, Decepticon bounty hunter. You have to get him. He's just too damn cool. I will say this though. His chest doesn't actually lock into place. It more just goes back and you close his head down on it. So, you know, if you're a child and you're playing around with him, his head and his chest piece will probably flop around and come undone every now and then, but collectors, excuse me, I was talking too fast. Collectors probably won't have too much of a problem with the chest piece. So, without taking up too much more time, I hate these 10-minute reviews. Get Lockdown. His light piping, by the way, is awesome. So, get Lockdown, or else he'll kill you in your sleep. Well, he'll kill you like that. So yeah, get Lockdown.